Standard 4th, subject English.
Students, so today we are going to start with our 12th chapter of English, that is Why English is So Hard. So this is a poem which is basically related why English is such a tricky language. So let us see what the poet has to say in the poem.
So, students, let us read the poem once. We'll begin with the box, and the plural is boxes. But the plural of ox should be oxen, not oxes. And you find a lone mouse or a whole lot of mice. But the plural of a house is houses, not highs. If the plural of man is always called men, why shouldn't the plural of pan be called pen? And I speak of a foot, and you show me your feet. But I give you a boot, would a pair be called beat? That one may be that, and there may be those, yet the plural of hat would never be hose. The masculine pronoun are he, his, and him, but imagine the feminine she, shiz, and shim. So, our English, I think you will all agree, is the trickiest language you ever did see. So, students, this is the poem. The poem is all about the English, and here it basically gives stress more on the forms of plural and singular. Now, let's see it stanza wise. We will begin with the box, and the plural is boxes, but the plural of ox should be oxen, not oxes. So here what the poet says is the plural form of box becomes boxes, but plural form of ox become oxen. Why can't it be oxes like the one in box? So here the rules of plural changes as per the words. If the plural of man is always men, why shouldn't the plural of pan be pen? So here the plural form of man is called men, like woman. So the poet is confused that if man becomes men, why can't a pan become pen? Now let's see the next stanza. And I speak of foot, and you show me your feet. But I give you a boot, would a pair be called beat? So here the poet is again confused that if foot becomes feet, like the tooth becomes teeth, why can't a boot become beat? But the plural form of boot is boots. That one may be that, and three may be those, yet the plural of hat would never be hose. So here the poet is again asking that if the plural form of that is those, why can't hat becomes hose? It becomes hats. So here again the rule changes over here, and hat become hats, and that becomes those. Now see the next one. The masculine pronoun are he, his, and him. But imagine the feminine she, shiz, and shim. No, the feminine form of she is her. We never say she's or shim. But for he, we can use his and him. But the feminine part becomes only her. So, our English, I think you will all agree, is the trickiest language you ever did see. So, that is why the poet is saying that English is the trickiest language, because some plural forms are different, every word has a different meaning, every word has a different rule to follow. So, it is considered as a trickiest language, and yes, we all agree that it is a trickiest language. Now, let us see some of the rules for plural form. So, sometimes we add s to make the plural form, sometimes we add es, like dream become dreams, lunch become lunches. Sometimes we drop the y in the word, the last letter, and it becomes we have to add ies. So like baby become babies, family become families. In the same way, if we drop the last letter f, we need to f ves. So as you can see the example, wolf become wolves, wife become wives. We can also see some of the irregular forms of plurals, like mouse becomes mice, foot become feet, while there are some words which does not change, like fish remains fish. So here there is no change. So these words are called irregular forms of noun which does not change. Now as you can see here, we have the question answers of this lesson. What makes English the trickiest language? You can see the answer written over here. You can just copy down in your notebook. Write the singular form of. So here we need to write the singular form. Oxen, ox, men, man, mice, mouse, feet, foot. In the next question, we have to write the plural form which we just now discussed. Now, the next question is list of funny words found in the poem which does not exist, like hice, oxes, pen, beat, whose, shish, shim. These words are the funniest word that we found in the poem. Next is the pronoun. So here two examples are given, John and Mary. John is the name of a boy. So the pronouns that we can use are he, his, him. While Mary is a girl, so we can use she and her. So students, that's all for today's poem. Bye-bye.